Hi, Cancer. Hey, guys. I hope you're doing well. This is going to be for what you don't see coming. I didn't see that coming for the end of November. So it'll be about the 15th to the end of the month. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry I haven't got on to do the weekly reading for the week that we're in, but I will continue with next week. I had some things going on in my personal life. So just bear with me. I'm glad you guys are here. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We are in Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, so a lot of things coming to the light, a lot of things being illuminated, being able to see the truth in people and the truth in situations. Some of those truths may be hard, guys, so some of you may be having to face the music, maybe having to look at yourself in a new light or another person or situation. So just remember that everything will pass. Okay, so this will be for Cancer. This is for the sign of Cancer. Thank you, gods and goddesses. Thank you. My God, I command you to step forward. Please step forward and bring messages of hope and healing to my reading. No negative energies are welcome in my reading. I intend to bring the message forth that's the best for everyone involved in the situation. For the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, for what they don't see coming for the end of November. Metamorphosis wanted to come out. So, right? All right. So this is for, remember, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cancer signs. So if you have Cancer in any of those placements, this will resonate, okay? So this is metamorphosis. This is all about, I'm going to read the meaning right out of the book, but metamorphosis is all about a really big change in your life where something needs to be released, where you need to do things a completely different way in your life, Cancer, see something differently, releasing old so you can have something new in your life. Okay, so it's like the death card in the tarot, right? It's like seeing your shadow self, releasing things that no longer serve you in your life, whether that's a person, a behavior, anything like that. I'll read the meaning straight from the book for you guys. So going through a major change. This hasn't been the easiest year for Cancers. So this is very appropriate, I feel like. So going through a big transformation, you're in the process of a deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it's never without losses and sacrifice. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. Letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. Just as snakes shed its dead skin or a caterpillar dies so that a butterfly can be born, you're required to release old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. Perhaps you're being asked to let go of low self-worth, a dream that no longer serves you, a relationship that's draining, an unhealthy habit. Despite your fear, you must accept that this is a transformational time for you. There will be some loss, but you'll love what you become. Right? So this is definitely, you guys are going through some situation in your life where you don't see it right now. I don't feel like most of you are probably still in the midst of it where you're not seeing the good results from it first, but this is like a necessary change, something in your life you can't avoid, Cancer. And it's like you're going through a metamorphosis. You're going through a deep and beautiful change in your life where you have to lose things. You have to sacrifice things. And the reason why this happens is because some kind of habit you have or something that's going to keep you from living your best life and going on your right soul journey. You're either doing something, you're in a group of people, you're involving yourself in something that is not right. Something has to be lost. Something has to be sacrificed, right? So that is what you're experiencing. 100%, this is the message. So my advice to you, Cancer, which I will get advice from the tarot, but my advice is to embrace it. Try to stay in the moment. Try to stay in the now. Try not to rush. Be gentle with yourself. Wow, your cards really want to talk. So you've got the Well. So this is all about resources. Having to go deep emotionally. Okay, so there was a risk. So there was a risk taken, a choice. You're being asked to take a risk, to really go deep, Cancer, to really go deep, to take that risk, to make a risky choice, to make a risky change, right? This is all about doing something Time. It's time to take a risk, right? So time. This is all about doing something that feels out of your comfort zone. And it's time. Like, it's time to make that choice. It's time to do something. The Queen of Pentacles, the flowers. It's time to give yourself that gift, Cancer. Some of you guys could have done something risky that caused something risky to happen, or you made a risky decision concerning your financial resources. You could be dealing with somebody that did this, but this is all about receiving a gift. It's like you're going to receive a gift. So you need to pay close attention to your finances this month. You need to see where you're taking too big of risk when it comes to your finances and something involving your stability. And you also need to see how you need to also, in a more positive sense, you need to take a risk and you need to really be willing to go deep so you can give yourself the gift of stability, right? You know, a lot of times emotional blocks will keep us from abundance, even financial abundance, right? All right. So this is all about taking, self-examination, taking a long look at your stability, where you're putting your efforts in, what you're giving your energy to, who you're spending money on, what you're spending money on, what's risky in those situations. I feel like it's time to change. So whichever thing you're doing, it's time to either take more risk in your life, go emotionally deeper. It's like you're really needing to search for more emotional resources so you can become stable in everything, Cancer. It's time to really focus on that. It's time to focus on self-nurturing, self-love, self-worth, because I feel like you've risked that before. You've done things possibly, or you've put yourself in situations that just took away your self-worth, and it's time to really release it. It's time to make that choice. Even if it's scary, even if it feels uncomfortable, it's time to make that decision, because there's a big, big, big focus on your self-worth. The flowers in the magnifying glass, which is the Queen of Pentacles, which is all about self-care and self-nurturing. And within time, if you focus on that, you're going to see a change. It's just going to take a little time. Okay, Cancer. What's the message Cancer needs to hear for the end of November? Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Don't fight unnecessary fights, Cancer. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your stability, nurturing yourself, self-love. The people that it's like time to focus on those things in your life that are just easy. They just come easy, that you don't have to fight for. You don't have to fight for people's acceptance. You don't have to fight for, you don't. You don't have to fight for it. It just comes easy, right? Oh my goodness gracious. All right, Cancer. I'm just going to use the Celtic cross spread to see what's going on for Cancer for the end of November. All right, so the situation for Cancer for the end of November. All right, so you have your situation, what's crossing it, the root of the problem or the root of the issue, the past influence, what you're wanting to come in or what your plan is, the very near future, a card that represents you, Cancer, a card that represents an outside influence, your hopes and fears, and then your outcome. Yeah, so on the bottom is the Ten of Wands. It's like this is a completion of a cycle. You can't even, you've been in something to where you took too much on, or the situation you were in was just a damn burden. Right? Maybe you were carrying an emotional burden, guilt. You were holding too much. It's like this guy can't hold all these things because he's holding too much. It's like he's dropping things along the way. Maybe you weren't, you had too many responsibilities, so you didn't take care of each one the right way, right? But there's an end of a cycle. There's an end of a cycle. And you also could be financially burdened right now. You could feel out of control, a burden with finances, worry over resources and money and things like that. But this is an end, so it's time to release it. So whatever put you in this position, Cancer, it's time to let it go. Okay. I feel like that is being released. You do have metamorphosis, so it's a time of change. And at the root of the foundation is the Two of Wands, okay? Making decisions. But you, for a while, I feel like you felt stuck, right? It's like you were looking for a sign, needing to make a decision, needing to negotiate things, but feeling tied and bound. It's like you felt like you couldn't take action because this man's hand is tied. This man's hand is tied. He's tied. You felt bound to something, stuck, whether this was a place, a person, a situation, a job, but you it's like you wanted to feel hopeful, but you just felt so stuck and you just felt bound. And this could even be your emotions keeping you that way. But it's time to release, and it's time to make a decision to move forward, to get into the 3, right? So the Page of Wands. So some of you guys, and it's crossed by the 6. So, okay. So the Page of Wands is, you could be dealing with a fire sign very easily. So far you have a lot of fire. So the Page of Wands, he's waiting to receive news or a message. So some of you could be receiving news. The Page of Wands is very good news coming in. So this is all about making a decision, decisions being made, and then it's crossed by the 6 of Wands, which is success, being able to overcome things. People are looking up to this woman, right? So I feel like you're going to gain a lot of success and recognition. You're going to overcome things. So you're no longer going to be stuck. You're going to rise above something. I feel like there was a lot of people that had their own opinions in a situation. You've overcome a lot of chaos because before this comes the 5, right? And you have the 10 at the bottom of the deck. So this is all about overcoming a lot of people's opinions, people coming at you, wanting your advice. I feel like you're waiting on something. You could be waiting on a message, a business deal, a negotiation. You're waiting on some kind of communication so you can feel successful. You're wanting to overcome. You're wanting to release a lot of burdens. You have a lot of passion behind whatever it is you're going through. And in the past, you have the Sun. So you're healing from something. So in the past, the truth came to light about something. So you're in the public eye. It's like right now, all eyes on Cancer. In the past, you could have been healing. You could have been taking a time out. You could have been taking vacation. You could have been nurturing yourself. But I feel like this burden is going to be released. I feel like things are going to start getting better, and it's going to be because of you being able to rise above conflict, right? And being able to see the whole picture. This woman is above the crowd, and she sees the truth in something. She sees the truth. She sees the truth in herself, right? So the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is what your plan is. So you had been feeling like this. You had been feeling out of lack. You had been feeling left out, right? Like suffering financially, feeling left out in the cold, and you're trying to recover. You're trying to recover your finances. You're trying to not feel this way. You're trying to rise above, and you're hoping, right? It's like your plan is to rebuild your finances. Your plan is to come out of feeling out of lack. Your plan is to rise above and start listening and being inspired and start looking for ways or looking for people and things that make you feel good again. So the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse is what's in the near future. A Capricorn, Taurus, or a Virgo in the reverse position. So you're not willing to move forward with something, or somebody is not willing to move forward. There's been a definite lack, a loss of money, a lack of stability. You could have been dealing with an earth sign. It's like some of you could have rose above like a job or some situation that was just draining. It feels like, you have the 10 of Wands on the bottom, you have the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star in the reverse, a hopeless situation, a decision needed to be made. There was a loss of finances, self-worth, right? It's like no longer going in that direction because it's time, the truth came out about something, and now you're in the spotlight. I feel like you're being recognized though. No matter what happened, I feel like there's still people that support you in this situation, and you are the Queen of Cups in the reverse, which is not good. This is you feeling very emotionally drained and detached. Your cup is closed. You're not willing to share your emotions with many people right now. Maybe you feel like you have been emotionally drained or left out, right? Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse is, so all of your pentacles are in the reverse. So this is definitely, you're having to sacrifice something. You're having to sacrifice something that was once stable, something that was once bringing in money, possibly. But the thing about it is, Cancer, even if it was bringing you in, say, a job that you just did for a paycheck, but you felt the Five of Pentacles. Something in this situation made you feel at a lack, right? So in your hopes and fears is the Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. The Queen of Swords, she makes very firm decisions. She's very cold and detached. And the outcome is the Empress, the Mother. Some of you could have Taurus or Libra in your chart. There was some situation dealing with a lot of females, I feel like. Not you need to get your power back. The Empress, the Sun. You need to stand in your power and heal. You need to get back. So the Queen of Cups, so the outcome, once you go through this change, once you rise above the competition, once you rise above all the chaos, and you start to feel inspired again, start focusing on nurturing yourself, have boundaries. Don't give your cup away to people that don't deserve your emotions, Cancer. The Empress. This is all about the mother. Some of you could be a mother. You're going to get your creativity back. You're going to get your passions back. But you need to, the Empress is all about being pregnant with new ideas, new hopes for the future. I love that she's in the outcome, because you're able to finally start to see your value again, start to see your worth. Maybe, so you got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse again that just came out in the Lenormand Tarot deck. So you're definitely been feeling like, so you felt like you were working for nothing, or you feel like you worked for nothing. Something happened to cause you to lose money. So you're going to be regaining your finances. It's going to be very slow moving, I feel like. You're not going to feel very confident in the beginning of the month. Secret negotiations. The High Priestess and the Two of Wands wanted to come out again. Pay attention to your intuition. Any kind of business deals that you sign this month, forms, documents, anything like that. I feel like there could be some secret negotiations going on behind the scenes. You need to make very wise choices this month. Take notes when dealing with other people, discussions with other people, anything like that. You need to be very observant. You need to take notes. You need to study. There could be somebody secretly watching you too, secretly observing you, taking notes about you, or this is you doing this to somebody else. But I feel like this is you being very strategic. The High Priestess and the Empress is very powerful energy. So this is all about you being highly intuitive, being aware of your surroundings, being aware of things you sign, documents, business agreements, when you negotiate with other people. I feel like somebody could have been involved secretly in some kind of business deal that you were involved in. This could have been a third person or a third party. There's no threes here, but I'm just being drawn to the man standing here. It's almost like there was a business deal and there was this man was standing over there watching, like, in their ear. I feel like if anything did happen that caused you to feel at a lack, there possibly could be somebody else involved in this. But just be very careful, be very aware this month. I feel like some decisions will be made, but you need to pay very close attention, right? This is the magnifying glass. Pay very close attention to any kind of gifts, money. Don't take risk on things. Take your time to read everything. Take your time to Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't give away your power. You're trying to regain your balance. Don't give money to somebody that doesn't deserve money. Don't give energy to somebody. Make sure you pay very close attention to business deals, because I feel like Something may be unfair. It's time to cut it away. The Death card, Scorpio card. Off with their heads. It's like some of you could feel like you're being punished. You could feel like there's secrets behind the scenes. But you're going to be going through a major transformation. The Death card came out. So this is your card. Make sure to defend your position. Make sure to search for the truth. Make sure to nurture yourself and stay confident. So if you have business agreements this month or you have anything going on, you need to make sure that you pay very close attention to detail. Okay, Cancer? All right. Okay, so the extended will be in the description box, and I'm going to look more into this High Priestess, Two of Wands, this negotiation. This is twos. This is all about some kind of partnership, but why is the High Priestess here? Were there secrets? Is there still secrets? I feel like whatever secrets there were, they've already came to the light, okay? You're going to be standing in your power at the end because releasing something was a good thing, right? The metamorphosis, something had to transpire. So in the extent, I'm going to look more into this. Cancer, I'll see you there. XOXO.